Now that we've set up our body in a very lovely, mobile, fluid, and receptive balance, we can start to talk about how it moves. We'll start with the universals, in other words, without the instrument. We all know what it's like to walk, and this is what our arms do. I would say this mimics the only vertical motions that we need when we play. And you can see that it's possible to do this without involving the chest muscles and without lifting the collarbone. So everybody should explore that. And secondly, the horizontal motion, which also, thanks to this beautiful rotating joint that we have here, it's possible to move in to our center and even past our center without involving the muscles of the chest or without lifting or without contracting. So really, these are the only two motions that we need for violin or viola, and it translates down here as well. That's this way for a cello. The only thing we need to think about is resting on our structure. So obviously we've set up our feet very well now. They're rooted in the ground. How do we set this so that we don't feel we have to lift? The instrument itself acts as our floor. We are rooting the instrument here, and we are rooting the bow on the instrument. So in a way, the collarbone is the equivalent of the floor, and we need just as little tension to do this as we do just to stand here. As we manipulate ourselves from here to here to here, we also need to center ourselves around the shoulder blades. Those are perhaps the only moving parts, except for the arms. We don't need to move this, we don't need to move this. But the shoulder blade itself, in an exercise taught to me by my teacher, Karen Tuttle, rotates around so that like a wing that comes backwards, moves outwards, and comes backwards. So you're actually making a circle like this with your shoulder blade. We can also study this Tai Chi-wise by making the infinity sign and not involving the chest or collarbone in this gesture. You can feel that the shoulder blades move with you. And the same for this stork flaps wings gesture. Practicing these things away from the instrument actually will help you to shift and change strings. And always remember that our breath is our strength, and our core should be expanded so that we have something to work on.